Paprika, directed by Satoshi Kon. So the movie starts out in a circus where a man is chasing someone through different locations. It turns out to be a recurring dream from a detective named Toshibi Konakawa. A woman named Paprika helps him to see his dream through an invention called the DC Mini. The detective's like, man, this is better than the bootleg of Star Wars 7 that I got from Little Ray Ray. So then Paprika gives Konakawa her card and drives back to her place of work while phasing back into her original self, Dr. Atsuko Chiba. She sees her closest homie, Dr. Kusaku Tokita, who is a genius who created the DC Mini, and he tells Atsuko that two have been stolen. The DC Mini invention isn't complete yet, which means anyone can enter someone else's dreams. After calling Dr. Totaro Shima about what's going on, they all go down to the chairman to get yelled at. The chairman is like, y'all suckers need to stop making these machines. Whoever got them Jays is gonna hurt somebody. And just then, Totaro starts talking some nonsense, like when Dennis Rodman went to North Korea. And then he jumps out the window, almost killing himself. They view his dream and see another doctor named Kei Himuro, who was an assistant to Tokita. So to confirm that it's him, they go to Himuro's place to investigate with another doctor named Morio Osanai. They don't find that sucker anywhere, but they find some creepy ass looking dolls, and Asuka goes off by herself and almost kills herself because of a dream attack. So now the situation is getting out of hand, so Paprika goes into Taro's dream to get him out of that parade. Later that night, Detective Konakawa contacts Paprika, and he enters his dream. Paprika's like, what's popping off, my wrinkle raisin rope? Konakawa's like, nothing much, my Dutch tamma jamma. Did you find anything about the dude in the end of my dream? She doesn't say anything and just shows him a number of movies to pick from, which you don't even want to see. The next day, two more people get hit by the parade dream, and the chairman shuts down the use of the device altogether. The chairman is like, see, y'all suckers didn't listen to me, just like when I didn't listen to people who told me not to play League of Legends. Now look at me, nigga, I'm 26. While Tokita is cleaning out his equipment, Atsuko notices a robot on her shirt that she remembered from her dream attack. So they go to a place called Dreamland and find Himuro with the DC Mini fused to his brain, which means he was a victim himself. And the next day a big accident occurs, which brings in Detective Konakawa, and because he realizes that Atsuko is Paprika, he calls the case an accident. And later that night, Paprika goes further with him into analyzing his dream, and he finds out that the man he's been chasing was himself all along. Meanwhile, Tokita goes into Himuro's mind to figure out who did this to him, and it turns out to be a trap. And while Konakawa is realizing the person he shot is his younger self, the dreams of Tokita and Himuro merge with Konakawa's. Asuko goes to the lab with Totaro, and they see that they're not dreaming, but their consciousness has been stolen. The only way to get him out is through Paprika, so she goes in like Kendrick Lamar rapping in the song Rigor Mortis. She finds the parade, then goes deeper into the dream, finding a statue of Osanai, and the chairman as a tree, so it was them dudes all this time. Before she gets trapped herself, she wakes up, and she goes with Totaro to drive over to the chairman's estate. The chairman is like, what up player, you think you all smart with all that technology messing with the sacred refuge of dreams, but after I say this you gonna be steaming, cause guess what, you still dreaming. And Paprika tries to get away but gets captured by Osanai. Meanwhile, Konakawa remembers the cop movie that he made when he was 17. His partner who made it with him died before it was finished, and Konakawa's been blaming himself for not finishing it ever since. He hears Paprika from his own dream, and he sees her being tortured by Osanai, who has already separated Atsuko with Paprika. So he simply goes up in there and saves her. Konakawa goes back to his own dream, and goes through the cycle of movies that he experienced, finally shooting Osanai as he ran away in the end, finally ending his reoccurring dreams. After that, Atsuko actually wakes up for real, and they see the fading Osanai bleeding out. They go outside and see that the dreams have been intertwined with reality, because Osanai died in a dream causing a black hole. In the chaos in the city, Tokita eats Atsuko and is just about to eat Paprika when a dream form of Atsuko appears. In the dream, she admits she has been repressing her feelings for him, like Helga from Hey Arnold. And while that's happening, a nightmare version of the chairman rises from the darkness. So Paprika goes into where Axiko is, and a baby comes out and sucks up the chairman, finally taking care of the nightmare that has become reality. And on a later day, Konakawa receives a message from Paprika that says Atsuko is gonna have Tokido's last name, and she also suggests to go see a movie called Dreaming Kids. So Konakawa decides to go and purchase a ticket to the movie, finally coming to terms with his dreams, knowing that he will never neglect them again. The end.